Okay, guys, what's going on? It's been a few months since I made a last video where I spoke. I don't really like speaking in front of cameras, but I can't really do a knife review without doing that. So I'm halfway through building out my collection. Back at the end of May, I was really just about to I was trying to buy like a modernized like combat dagger for my battle belt, and to basically replace this old bayonet that comes from like an old Colt M16. And I just wanted to get something that was just more modern, maybe some G10 composite handles. The metals that they're using these days, which I've since learned, I didn't know this at the time, but are like super high-tech and advanced. Anyway, so I was in the process of buying basically what was a combat dagger. And as I was going through it, see, I'm no knife expert, I'm not a gun expert, I'm not a weapons expert, I'm none of those things. I am simply someone who likes cool stuff. And so as I was sort of doing the research into buying a dagger, I just started noticing like a lot of different knives that when I grew up as a kid in the 70s and 80s, there were all these like knives were like super mysterious, and like they were like the forbidden, like the forbidden thing that a kid would have at school. Like nobody brought guns to school, but people would bring knives to school. And there were always like a couple of knives that were like always like supposedly illegal, and you could only buy at like Nogales or Tijuana or like border towns. Like one was called a folding knife, but it was you'd hit a button and it would flip out. It was called a switchblade. The other one was something that you would hit a button and it would shoot out like out the end. That was called a stiletto at the time. What I didn't realize, I mean, I should have, obviously, I never really thought about it, but as you know, the years go on, decades and decades go on, obviously there are going to be companies who, like with anything, take products and make very high-end offerings, right? So the stuff that was available in the 70s, now there's like really high-end companies that make stilettos and switchblades. Now they don't call them those names. The names have changed, obviously, to sort of fit the new manufacturing processes. Like everything is done, using like the highest quality metals, and metals that were specifically designed by knife companies or formulated, like invented by knife companies. And my point is that as I was researching for just buying a dagger, I noticed that like there were like a lot of cool knives in different types. You have the butterfly knives, the little I forgot what they're called. They sit in your hand and that little piece goes against your palm and a little knife comes out between your fingers. I want to say it like a karambit or something, but anyway. And so as I was researching, or as I was looking around on these like online knife stores, I realized that like there's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of really nice stuff that's made in like CNC machines, which are computer programmed machines that basically have computerized the manufacturing process so that the detail is super detailed. The tolerances are super tight. Everything fits, you know, like an engine in a Ferrari. Like, you know, these knives they're making now are extremely, like, I guess collectible. You know, there are one-offs, but for the most part, unless you're willing to spend $6,000-7,000 for like a custom handmade knife by a famous knife maker, if you're looking for like really nice stuff in the production, you know, limited to several thousand piece, or not pieces, but several thousand of any item, you know, you can be looking at anywhere from, depending on the manufacturer, the name, and the metals used in the blades and whatnot, and the design. And you know, when the blades are made like using different planes, like using a lot of different like grinding angles. So anyways, I'm getting in the weeds. I don't know enough to talk about this stuff, but I do know that I started a knife collection, and as I decided I was gonna put together like a small collection, kind of like my gun collection. It's not like filled with, like, I don't have a safe filled with Glocks and filled with rifles and stuff falling out and 7 AR-15s, you know. I am the kind of collector that likes to buy like something really nice and buy one of that thing and then really take care of it. Because what I learned a long time ago, I used to collect watches back in my 30s, about 20 years ago. And I had several like really nice watches, but I had several favorites and it was really hard for me to decide which one to wear. And what I realized is that instead of buying like a bunch of super nice stuff, I should just buy the very best, what I consider the very best of that one item within its sort of subcategory group. And then, you know, it's like with rifles, you can only shoot one rifle at a time. You can only shoot one pistol at a time. And if you're not shooting your favorite, then why not? You know what I mean? So when I decided to build this collection, I set some ground rules. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it exceed 12 knives, and I'm not going to build it all out in like a week. Like, I'm not just gonna go out and buy 12 cool knives. I'm going to buy one knife per month, and that will sort of prevent any sort of like impulse buying or spontaneous like you know, purchasing where you're just seeking that rush of buying something new. I really wanted to do the homework, figure out like what were the top companies. You know, obviously I have my own unique tastes, and so there are certain knives that you'll see more of than others, but you know, essentially I decided I would get 12 knives and do one a month, and that would give me like a full month before I bought the next one. And that would prevent me from sort of just like stacking up something or regretting my purchases. And so far, it's been perfect. I have really 4 different kinds out of the 6. So 3 of them are called Out the Front. They're made by Microtech. One's the Ultratech ZBT Zero Blade Play Gen 3. It's the Signature Series Hellhound Blade Apocalyptic finish. I like that knife so much. I bought the Combat Trudon, or Trodon, or however you say it, and that's a bigger knife by a 1/2 inch in the handle, a 1/2 inch in the blade. And then originally my first purchase in June was the combat dagger that I had went for, that I originally was looking at knives for. And I have some things written down about all of these. They're right out of the camera's angle, but I will. I'm going to go through each one and show you essentially what I bought. So the first one is the Spartan George. It's the V14 dagger. It's a Spartan Blade's first collaboration with a prolific knife maker named Les George. He's a veteran bomb disposal dude, and it's got the G10 grips, the solid piece of S45VN stainless steel. You can see how it just runs through these G10 grips. This G10 is a composite material using acrylic, liquid acrylic, and fiberglass cloth, and they'll pour it into something that has a form, and it can have dye in the. It could be dyed fiberglass cloth, or it could even be dyed liquid acrylic. And you let it cure, it hardens, and then you take it out. You would put it in a CNC machine with some computer program, and then those CNC machines have basic shop tools, from cutters and routers and basic shop tools to laser cutters or water jets that have like some sort of cutting agent in the water, and it just high pressure can cut steel with the water. Anyway, so bought this thing. It's a 11.5 inch combat dagger. It was the original goal when they set out to make this was to wanted to take a classic profile and improve it with better materials, and like the G10. It's got 4 very symmetrical bevels. These, one that goes up, one that goes down that way. Same here. Pretty incredible. It's got a, I think it's Cerakote, or maybe like the I forgot I think it's Cerakote. Actually, it's called ZRN Flat Dark Earth, the coating. So it's a Spartan George. It's 11.5 inch. It's got a blade length of 6.75, blade thickness of 1/4 inch, 0.25. Blade steel is CPM S45VN stainless steel. Blade hardness is 69 to 60 HRC. Blade style is full tang hollow ground dagger, coating ZRN Flat Dark Earth. Handle material 3D contoured G10 in OD green. It's got this flattened sort of area here for indexing. Like at night you can kind of get a hold of it and feel what you're doing. It's a bad boy, dude. And it's made in the USA. It weighs 6.28 ounces. And that was June's selection. The second one was made by a company called Cold Steel, which is kind of like the they're like the headbanger, sort of like Motley Crue. Like when you're in high school, the Motley Crue, the stoners that listen to Motley Crue, that's kind of like what they're known for. They're kind of known for like that sort of like big blades and scary stuff. Dudes that would be wearing trench coats to school, listening to, I wouldn't say Marilyn Manson. He wasn't wasn't making music when I was in high school, but like Iron Maiden or something, just something like that. But it's a flipper knife. It's called the Full Metal Atlas FM1, 3.5-inch drop point, S35 VN steel blade, renowned for its exceptional edge retention and corrosion resistance. It comes equipped with the innovative Atlas lock mechanism, which holds the blade firmly in place. Stone-washed titanium handle. Very nice titanium. This thing is super light and super sharp. If you've watched other videos, I think I made one when I only had 3 knives, but I cut myself pretty bad on this thing. Well, not really. But I cut myself. It hurt. And so that was July's, right? Pretty rad knife, I think. I love that blade. That symmetrical sort of, it's called a drop point, but anyway, it's got the Atlas lock. Just kind of hit this thing back here, you pull it, and that releases. It's under spring tension. That's the Cold Steel FM1. Pretty good price too. It's retails for like $250, but you can find it mostly, or most times on sale. Look at the balance too. It's like super perfect balance. And it's very unlike the other knives they make, which are like oversized, huge, nasty, like something you would see Dracula with or something. This is very like non-threatening. If you're out in public and you just needed just something, you know, to cut a shoelace or something. Anyway, that's Cold Steel. That was my second one. My third one was my first knife by Microtech. Microtech makes, they specialize, I would say, in out the front blades. We used to call them stilettos, where you push a button and they shoot out, right? Except we used to have to then push a button and then push the blade back in while it's under spring tension. It would sort of reset and then it would catch on a latch and then it would fire again when you put the button. That would be considered a single action. The reason these things are so expensive is because not only do they fire out at 1,000 miles an hour, but they also shoot back in. Same. And this one is called the Microtech Ultratech Gen 3. You can see the laser etching of their eagle or whatever, their gnarly talon. It's the Gen 3 ZBT Hellhound Apocalyptic Signature Series. It's got this killer titanium pocket clip. It's got this really innovative like rolling bearing. It's really cool because like when you hang it on something like clothing, it, you know, like if you think about how a clip hangs on the edge of, let's say, a cloth, is it will go up to the cloth and then sort of roll up on it, right? Instead of, you know, carrying it. But it's a great design. It's easy to come and take off. So it's got that. It's got a little glass cutter here, or glass popper, you know, it's like a little steel bead that's got a slight spring indentation. And you could bust a window out if you needed to, but its blade length is 3.55. Blade material is Bowler M390 MK, which is a steel that Microtech invented. Everything is made in the CNC machine from this beautiful steel button. You can see I don't know if you can see the different layers. It's like, these are dope. Very detailed, beautiful. Blade style is, this blade style is the, it's called the Hellhound series. Apocalyptic is the sort of rustic, sort of weathered look to the steel, but it's absolutely polished beautifully. And the cool thing with these zero blade plays are actually the ZVT out the front, or OTF stands for out the front, but the zero blade play actually stands for like literally when it doesn't shake around like some knives do. Now Microtech's other out the front knives that don't have zero blade play have so little blade play that it's like they're really the same thing. But you can see this doesn't shake or rattle at all. So it's a beautiful knife. And that was June, July, August, right? And then September is a knife that is a ½ inch bigger than that. This is called the Combat Tritium. And this thing is cool thing about this is it actually has the date it was constructed. You can see right here. I think it says August 2025. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. Same with the titanium pocket clip, the rolling ball. The way that you hold this thing is like really intuitive in the hand. It's like very nice. 4-inch blade instead of 3.5, unlike the other one. This thing is a beast. Here's the other one. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to get either one stuck in my stomach, but whatever. These things are gnarly. Anyway, they have the same blade, and this blade. Oh, let me show you what. So this is not the zero blade plate. Let's see what we get. There's a little bit of shake, but these things don't like contract if you are real hard on them. I've seen Microtech do sort of abuse videos where they'll take a rubber mallet and they'll take this and they'll literally hammer it into a 2x4, and it will go straight through the 2x4, the entire blade. So even hammering it, this blade will go through a 2x4 before it will get pushed back in the body of the knife. Again, you have the laser etching, engraving of their talon or whatever. This is August. This is September. The Combat Tritium. It is it's dual fuel drivetrain, so it's the double action. Out one, in two. Effortless deployment in critical situations, user friendly. I'm just reading what they have on their website as far as describing this. They have something that's within the button, the fire control, and it's like this sort of, it's called a crud cutter, which keeps like lint and stuff out of the inside. Enhanced button pocket design minimizes friction and facilitates effective debris displacement, reducing the need for frequent maintenance and cleaning. The jimping and grooves on the body allow for exceptional grip, and the new titanium pocket clip with ceramic detent ensures security and accessibility. The Combat Tritium combines all the benefits of an automatic knife with Microtech's legendary reliability, making it the perfect choice for any duty carry. Again, this is the apocalyptic finish, so you have this sort of weathered, but then you have this high polished, I guess, outer edge where it hasn't, where you're not grinding down. Or anyway, overall length 9.5, handle length 5.5, blade length 4, blade material Bowler 390 MK steel. Pocket clip is reversible, weighs 9.95 ounces. Sick knife. This about retails $6.95. This guy retails $5.50. This would typically retail for $100 less, but it's got this blade, which makes it signature and makes it. It's a blade that's got a lot of work into it compared to a blade like this, which is August, September, October's blade. This is the Scarab 2 Gen 3 Scarab 2, whereas not nearly the machining that goes involved, and a bunch of holes in it, and sort of the serrations across the top, the angle here. Although if you look at the angles on this top of this blade, actually this blade is the thickest they say they have in the company. So blade thickness is almost 0.2 of an inch. Wow, so that's a lot. That's a thick blade, boy. Yeah, these blades just made of this like impossibly hard steel, and then they're on these drivetrains that are essentially steel. They're like steel frames. They're just absolutely unbreakable. You know what I mean? You literally have to run over it in like a fucking front loader or something. But this is a 9.6. It's their biggest knife they have. It's not much bigger than this. Actually, it looks shorter, but it's bigger. It's heavier. Overall length 9.6. It's called the Microtech Scarab 2 Gen 3 Stonewash single edge. Unlike the apocalyptic that sort of looks like you've been killing zombies with it, with that sort of like that finish, right? Sick. This is a stonewash, which is more, not as sort of, it's a little more like a satin. It's still sort of like a blurry sort of foggy. It's not chrome, it's not like a mirror, but it doesn't have those sort of like gnarly sort of weathered, that weathered look. So Gen 3 version has been upgraded with a super smooth, super strong double spring system, powerful enough to fire the blade underwater. Contributing to the smooth action is the milling in the thumb slide cutout, affectionately dubbed the crud cutter. It reduces friction while breaking apart lint and other debris to facilitate consistent, effortless operation. The Scarab 2's handle has chamfered edges set with 3M inlays. So it's this 3M sort of, which is a company that deals with like glues and adhesive tapes and adhesive devices. And this is basically, it feels almost like a rubber. Yeah, it is kind of a rubber. Not like a skateboard grip tape, because skateboard grip tape is more sandy. It's like actual sandpaper with a heavy adhesive on the other side. This actually feels like it's like a rubbery, you can kind of tell, but it's hard. Like it doesn't squish down, but you can kind of see that it's not sounding like this. It's very grippy. Back at this one, it's got the Scarab, which is an old bug of sorts in the Middle East. I looked it up back in the day, but anyway, this knife retails for $499. I found it on consignment, brand new. This dude had just sold his entire collection for $350, and I jumped on it. So homie needed to get high or fucking whatever, pay some bills, who knows. But got it for a steal. And that's the only one I've got on consignment so far. And my final one is very proud of this one. This is my first out the side folding automatic knife by a company called Protech. And Protech's out of California. It's a family-owned company. They make, whereas Microtech makes the sort of the premier out the front, you know, knives where they shoot directly out the front. Protech makes what we used to call switchblades, where you hit the button and it pivots. This knife it's actually the most expensive in the group, if you can believe that or not. It's got G10 black inlet grips. It's got a tritium thing you find on hard gun sights, on pistol sights, you know, the glow in the dark thing. This is tritium. And believe it or not, this is an actual nuclear reaction that's happening. Doesn't take like putting light up to it to sort of make it glow. It will glow for the half-life is 12.5 years on tritium. So this thing will glow for the next probably, actually this is made in August of 2025, so a couple months ago. And let's see if we can see it, if I can get enough dark. I don't know, maybe, yeah, you can see it there. See it in there? Anyway, this is the Protech Knives ATCF, designed by a knife making legend named Bob Terzuola. This is called the Protech Knives ATCF Terzuola/Operator. It's an automatic DLC, which is diamond light carbide, which is how they color aluminum. Just like this staccato gun I have is a DLC barrel. It's a diamond light carbide. Same thing that's covering this knife. It's very very resistant to wear, to chemicals, to as you can see. I mean, I do quick draw, like dry firing all the time with this thing. You can barely see the holster marks on it. Of course, I clean the shit out of it and do a lot of polishing on my stuff. I'm absolutely OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff. Trying to make all my shit look new. Anyway, so DLC. It's black MAGNACUT. MAGNACUT is the type of steel. Oh shit. Hit the fucking drag across the wood, pushed my arm up, and it still went at it. This thing is gnarly. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but the way it's designed is it's single action, so it will fire, but then you have to hold the button in to push it back, which is normal. I can't imagine being able to make one of these in a retractable, because what you could do is wind up having your finger there, and then you push it, and it slicks back and cuts your finger off. But it's I mean, it fires like 1,000 miles an hour too. Hardcore. beautiful. It's got a titanium black pocket lip. I make these lanyards myself by, like, you know, these are titanium black beads off Amazon. You can get it for like $10 a piece. These have the TI, their elements on the element chart. TI right there. Let's see, ProTech teamed up with famed godfather of the tactical knife, Bob Terzuola, to bring you the ATCF automatic. This beautiful combat knife is fit for duty, coming in at just the right size for a dependable tool that nearly disappears when carried. It features a typical Terzuola blade with an unsharpened S-wedge, an excellent thumb ramp, and natural guard for safe handling. A 3D machined titanium pocket clip, and the lightning fast action that you've come to expect from ProTech. This operator edition features a black anodized aluminum handle with textured black G10 inlays, a black DLC blade, and a tritium inlaid button. Blade length 3.5 inches, cutting edge 3.25, close length 4.50, overall length 8 inches, blade material CPM MAGNACUT stainless steel, blade thickness 1/12 of an inch, blade style drop point, blade grind flat, blade finish black DLC, handle material 6061 T6 aluminum black with texture black G10 inlays, hand thickness or handle thickness 0.49, almost half an inch, locking mechanism a tritium button, pocket clip 3D machined titanium, tip up right carry, weight 3.6 ounces, made in the USA. These are all made in the USA. That's why they cost a lot. And because they're top quality with top mechanical engineering and probably a lot of money in research and development. G10, I think I've explained before, is the same material, same composite material that they made these grips out of. And you can see the different layers of the fiberglass cloth. And as you sand and machine away the parts that are not needed for the grip, more of the cloth exposes itself, and you sort of see the layers. That's G10. Makes for, and it's like it doesn't transfer heat, so G10 is really good for handles on or grips for guns, for knives, for anything where there's a lot of heat and you don't want your hand to get burned, because the heat will hit the G10. The G10 essentially has a really high burning point and will just sort of absorb that heat and doesn't do anything. So I also have, speaking of G10, and well, you guys know me, I always will find any excuse to show this guy. This is the 6-hour MCX Spear LT 11.5 inch. Maybe the nicest one you might ever see. Spirit 0 expense on it, Geissele trigger, Parker Mountain machine, magwells, T-Mag 3 extension, both CNC machined. EOTech ESPS 3/0, the version made for night vision. the compact G43 magnifier, the Unity fast Omni mount, and then the G10 M-lock slot covers for the handguard. A Surefire SOCOM SB2556 suppressor, a Liberty Defense suppressor cover. This thing is the bomb. A Surefire Mini Scout Pro, whatever. It's the one that costs $400. And just about as completely floss as you can get. I'm really loving this Magwell or Magpul. It's the dual tension PT stock. It's a precision stock. It has zero wiggle room. That's super tight tolerances. I've got the new SIG collapsible folding stock aluminum with the it's an anodized flat dark earth anodized aluminum round as opposed to sort of that oval. This thing is super sick. Shoots really well laid down prone, and it's still mobile enough and to get your CQB on if need be. So we'll go through that someday soon again. But I think that's it. Went through the knives. That's my knife collection. I plan on getting 6 more over the course of the next 6 months. Again, I don't really know much about knives. This is, it's in May. I didn't know a thing about knives, and I was looking for one of these, and as I'm on this place called the Knife Center's website, I'm seeing all these different knives. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. And then, you start, and then all of a sudden you start doing the research and you start realizing like how technical these things are. And it's a lot like why I find firearms so intriguing, is because there's so much mechanical engineering and just intelligence that goes into making them. A lot of hard work and incredible materials. Anyway, and I love shooting guns, and I love poking stuff. So anyway, so that's about it. If you guys have any requests for future videos to go through the pistols or rifles, I don't have like a long range, like high caliber, but I have an HK MP5 or SP5 as a civilian model, an MCX Rattler, and well, you can see them right up there. I think I've seen them before. Anyway, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Bye.